So I'm sure you've had a client who is being very tough, whether it's a buyer who is being very picky. You showed 30 houses, nothing seemed to work for that particular buyer. You don't really think that buyer is serious. You don't know what to do with them because you already spent a lot of time working with that buyer. But there's some thoughts that maybe this buyer is not even serious. Maybe they don't need to buy, and I don't know what to do with them. Have you had that before? I'm sure you probably have a client like that right now, because I've had a lot of them. And so here's my 2 cents on this particular situation, which gonna keep happening for you over and over again. You're gonna have these situations all the time. In any given time, you're gonna have a buyer who is not serious, and you will have a seller also who is overpriced, always. So my perspective is this: okay, let me go back. Let me tell you this little statistics from my numbers, and I've probably myself been in the middle of roughly 500 transactions as the agent on either side, and still selling on my own, even though I'm building the brokerage here in Chicago. But I'm still selling myself because we are roughly at 35 agents, and I still need to sell in order to keep the office to be profitable. But 9 out of 10 clients will close. That's my statistic. You have 10 active clients. One client something will happen to that client. Either they decide not to buy or sell, they decide to cancel the listing, they decide that they want to hold off, or they just disappear and pick somebody else or whatever. 9 out of 10 will close, no matter of their motivation. Some will close fast, and some will just keep looking, and then 1 out of those houses that you showed is going to work. Here's thoughts that you have. I'm going to get rid of that client. They're using too much of my time. I'll give you one scenario where I think that firing your client makes sense. Unreasonable requests and obvious unappreciation of your time. Those are the only 2 reasons why you would cancel the client. Everything else, you should keep working with the client. Even if they want to see 50 to 70 homes, unless you're on the level where you don't have time and you have other activities that are producing much more money, you should be maybe that at that point it's better for you to relocate your attention somewhere else. But I would say that no matter how many homes the buyer wants to see, or how much longer the seller wants to be on the market and having it overpriced, it's still worth it. Here's the reason: the more homes you show to the buyer, the more relationships you're building. Don't look at it as a commission. It's a relationship building business. The more you show homes, the more relationship you're building. Yes, this buyer will exhaust you. They will drain a lot of time out of your day and out of your working hours. There's going to be a lot of frustration for you, but this is going to be a great relationship at the end. They're going to be so grateful for you. They're going to write you reviews. They're going to refer you to a lot of clients. And of course, this is going to be, if you look at the per dollar production, it's going to be like the lowest pay per dollar with this particular client, of course. But a lot of people are just not so decisive. They not making decisions so fast. They need a lot of time to think. Sometimes between spouses there's a disagreement. Sometimes they don't know what the other spouse wants, and sometimes you as the real estate agent there is to help them. In the beginning, you don't really have the skills to ask particular needed questions. I remember it's in the beginning of my career. I remember I was asking one agent, and he was successful already. And I asked him, "Do you have clients that are just want to see 20, 30 homes?" He says, "No. Roughly, I'm at average 8 homes, per client, and I don't show that many." And I was like, "What? I don't believe this. How do you do this?" Now I kind of see what he meant, but I still think that there are some clients that will still need to see a lot of homes. No matter what you do, they're gonna see some with you, and then they're gonna see some with somebody else if you give up on them. But they just need to see some homes, and you don't know whether they need or not. It comes out later, once you showed already like 10 to 20 homes, or you've been with them as a listing agent for 6 to 12 months. I have right now doing development in Chicago that's been on the market with me for 7 months, and just now we start selling these places. But I've been doing open houses every Sunday for 7 months, and it's just the way I subscribe to do the business there, and he's expecting me to do all this, and I know it's overpriced, but I'm still doing it, and I guess it works because now I put this on the contract. And there was an agent before me. They were probably pushing for the price reduction, or they weren't doing things that they promised to do. That's why he switched. So there are some clients that will need that a lot of showings. You can shorten that. You can shorten that for sure. And here's how you do it. You use thought-provoking questions. Thought-provoking questions help them make decisions. Do you really need something that, for example, do you care about 2 bedrooms on one side and the other on the other, and the 3rd bedroom on the other side? Do you care about having a dining room? Do you care about having a full basement, finished, unfinished? What do you feel like better? Why don't you want to look at this area? For example, you start asking questions that are not just yes, no. There are questions about why. Give me a reason. Like, would you rather take this or this? What if the price was different on this particular home? What kind of negatives do you feel in this house that are not something that's something that's not working for you? You see what I'm doing? I'm just asking these questions that are, give me your opinion, and how about you two talk to each other and discuss in front of me, So you'll be surprised how often spouses don't know what the other wants. Sometimes they don't talk. Sometimes husband's very busy at work, and the wife is very into finding a house, and she's dragging him into looking at houses, and he's really not that into it just yet. And sometimes she knows the price and then he doesn't, and they want to offer the price that he suggests, but he doesn't have any kind of ground, and he doesn't know what the market's doing, but she knows. So he needs to get educated a little bit, and sometimes they need to put a couple offers to miss out on a couple homes to become serious. These things, like if you have a client who you think you should be dropping, chances are you should not be dropping, and probably you should not be dropping, most likely, unless there's a clear friction with you and client, unless they don't respect you and your time, or they just make unreasonable requests for you to, for example, hey, I'm here 5 minutes away from this house, can you just open it up, give me a code, for example, which we as real estate agents, we're not allowed to do this. This is against the law. But these type of things will be like a red flags for you, or somebody, for example, if it's a stranger that you haven't seen before, you haven't met with, and it gives you like a weird vibe, and you think that this could be some kind of scam or something, then of course don't do these things. Don't work with these type of clients. But if you're working with person, and the reason why you're thinking about stopping work with them because they need to see so many homes and they don't make a decision, you should keep working with the client. That's my honest opinion. 9 out of 10 clients will close, and it's worth even spending time on that 10th client who's gonna not buy, because you're gonna still build relationship, and you don't know which one's gonna not work out, because it's a higher percent chance that they will work out. It's 9 out of 10 in my experience. It's probably everybody's experience. So that's just something I was thinking about lately. I spoke with one agent. She told me that it's not worth her time, and I'm thinking I probably should make a video, because this is probably a common issue that a lot of agents have. And I had that the same. And if I'm thinking right now, I have 2 clients that I can think about that I was this close from saying, look, you're too much demanding, I don't have time for you. But they closed. They both closed, and it was showing a lot of homes, we put in offers, a lot of homes, and then they disappear for 3 months. And then they're back. Hey, can we see this? Of course, let's go. So that's my 2 cents on that. I think you still should be, working with your clients. Don't think about, that's the last thing you want to do. You're not that busy probably to just throw clients left and right. Maybe you are, but still hold on to them, even if you are busy. So yeah, hope you like this video. If you have any suggestions for other videos, let me know. Like and subscribe, please. All right, thanks, I'm done.